Welcome back to Wild Patch Homestead, everyone. My name is Steph, and I am so excited to introduce to you all the beautiful, beautiful little chicks our mama has managed to hatch out. So, bit of a backstory. I had an Isa Brown out of 5. One went broody, very rare, and she's about 3 years old, and she didn't want to get off the nest, so a friend of ours gifted us 12 fertile eggs, just of mixed breeds, and aren't they the sweetest little things? We've had 10 out of 12 hatch. She's still sitting on 2 of the olive eggs, and my friend did just mention that they can take a couple of extra days just to hatch out as well, so she's still sitting. We'll see what happens. I can't hear any peeping or anything, and I can't even candle them like I tried because the eggshell is so dark. But we're all really smitten. The kids are enjoying their time with them as well. While we're outside, I wanted to show you the garden as well. I thought I'd do a really quick tour just to show people what you can do with a suburban block. We're on 770 square meters and we grow a lot of food on our properties. So this is just the backyard. I will do another video showing you the front as well briefly. But it looks a little bit higgledy-piggledy because it is. That's why I've called the channel Wild Patch Homestead. There's a lot of food growing, but I'm not very good at doing it in like really beautiful rows. I kind of just tuck plants in wherever I can. But I do grow a lot of what we eat. And so we've got, jalapenos, cayenne chilies. We have got spring onions, leeks. There's some capsicums there as well. That's our passion fruit vine. We also had some Christmas lima beans there. A couple of tomatillos that have self-seeded. I grow those most years, and so they just kind of pop back up. Same with these pumpkins. They just do their thing. There's also quite a lot growing underneath there, I noticed. But I did purposely plant some zucchinis and a little patch of blue gem corn. There's my compost piles going on, more leeks, lots of spinach. Here's our beautiful broody hen. She is away from the other chicken pen, which you can probably see in the background with that shade cloth over it. I just wanted to give her her own space, and this is really nice and sheltered. It is under the tree as well at the back, so she's always got shade, and it's just nice and cool because I live in an arid zone. This is my little medicinal herb patch and extra herbs that were dying that I've saved. And I'm watering briefly there my calendula patch. We just cut it all back because it was dying off and now it's coming back again. Here's some strawberries I transplanted from out the front and a random bean. I can't remember what it is. No idea, but it's reached the top now. So hopefully we start to find out soon. Then we've got a couple of fruit trees out the back. This one's a nectarine. I have also got a plum over there on the right, and in a pot I have got a peach. This is another little tomato patch I've got going here. These are just some seedlings I purchased from Bunnings. Although I do have a lot of tomatoes that have self-seeded, I did just want some that I knew what they would be. That little guy there, that's a Cossack pineapple ground cherry. Here's my cayenne chili that I actually was able to overwinter as well, which I was pretty excited about. And then we've got, in a whole little mix there, borage tomatoes and another zucchini. This one is pretty much my best producer at the moment. You can see I've got a bit of a big one there. I'm going to make some zucchini slice, and I want to do zucchini relish, which I'll probably make maybe tomorrow. That's a little fig cutting. Out of 5, I had 1 take, but you know what? 1's better than nothing. Self-seeded dill, lots of beetroots. I know they look a bit sorry for themselves. I've got to water, but they are actually bulbing out and looking really good. Lots of carrots gone to seed there on the left. And then we've got some kale in front of us there, some celery. I think they might be Brussels sprouts, but they're pretty much, not going to do much. And I've got a lot of button squash, like yellow button squash. Really just like the way the relish turns out with that. It just looks really nice with the yellow and the green mixed together. Now we'll just jump down the back here. It is a little bit of a hot mess, but it is where I keep the worm farm. It's usually shaded by the tree. And this is a little herb patch I have with sage, parsley, thyme, oregano, and a random kale plant. Now, this gum tree is hard to grow under, but I do have some more Christmas lima beans there that generally grow up the tree. And I do have some fennel in the background, and then that is a rhubarb plant. It doesn't like to be transplanted or moved, and it's a little bit fussy. Now, this little section, I have got a blackberry. Can't wait to get it in the ground, but I must wait on that one. There's also a dwarf lemon tree there and a dwarf apple. So here is our first raised bed. In here I've got a row of potatoes. Then there's another row of potatoes there as well that are just coming up. And I'm just going to keep succession planting that bed out. Don't mind the random stray onions. I was curing them and I forgot to bring them in. And now I've got a little row of beans that I put down the back. So I've got azuki beans and purple king beans. And there's also a spaghetti squash growing and some chives. Pretty happy to see my lavender has got another flush of flowers coming along. I do go ahead and deadhead it, so I've constantly got a nice supply. This is amaranth. I did not plant it there. It has just decided that the pathway is going to be the best place. And I'm just going to let it go for now. It's still food and we'll still harvest it. Now I'm trying to get some more beans in. I'm pretty happy to see these ones are already producing. So that's a really good start. I think that one might even be a Great Northern. That's a wild sage. I really need to pull it out. It's just not looking great. But I did pop in a couple of rock melons, an okra, and I think it might be either a candy melon or spaghetti squash. Thank you so much for joining me on my little garden tour today, and I hope you really enjoyed it. I do have an upcoming video about seasonal eating, you know, straight from your own backyard. I'm really big on trying to reduce our shopping bills and just eat from, you know, local or what we've grown. So we do the best that we can with what we have here, and I'll catch you guys on that video. But thanks for joining me, and I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Bye.